Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So, we are doing my Cycle 7 TBR. I am not gonna even act a Lulu here. These books probably are not gonna get read because I am most excited about the library books that I got. If you want to know about that, I will link it down below. There's a whole video that I did a library haul, but I have always picked out books for my own shelves that I want to try to filter in between library reads, and I still want to do that. I'm loving annotating. It's something I love to do, but I can't do with library books. So I want to still do that. So, um, the first one I'm going to talk to you about is actually in there by my bed. I don't have it with me, and that is Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. This is the second in the Kingslayer trilogy. I don't ever know if we're ever going to get that third book. And that's kind of why I'm not going through this one too fast. I have put it on a couple of TBRs. It is over 1,000 pages long, and I have it on here because I want to read more big books. I love Koth. I love his story. I have started rereading it, and it's pretty fresh in my mind right now. So it is something that I do want to read. I just have not had a chance to dive into it. And with me just moving, I've had issues finding a place comfortable enough to read that I'm comfortable reading in. My bed is not the most comfortable place to read anymore. My chair is comfortable, but sometimes I just want to curl up in my bed away from everything and just relax. So I may be in the hunt for a reading pillow or a pillow behind me, something that will allow me to read better in bed, but that is on this list and I want to get it done. The rest of these are books. As I was putting things away from moving, and as I was putting my books away, these just jumped off of, hey, I want to give that a try again. I remember I tried it once, but now I'm a little interested in that. Oh, that looks good. Why not give that a try? That's these books. So let's talk about it. The first one is one that's been on my shelves for a while. I tried reading once and just it was too much at the time to try a digest. And I remember that I had a whole, I don't even think it's in the book. Oh, it is. I had a whole character sheet that I had written out to try to understand everything going on. I only got to chapter 5 in this. So that says something. And that is The Demon King by Cinda Williams Chima. This one came out in, I remember everybody talking about it on BookTube before I started BookTube, actually. 2009. I have the full series on my shelf, and I want to give this a try. I want to actually try to read it and see if it's something that I'm going to like or not. Because if not, then I'm going to go ahead and donate all 4 books. Why would I keep them all if I'm not going to read them? I actually ended up picking them up the same time a friend of mine did because she was picking up the series and she said, it's so good, you need to give it a try. And I just have never given it a try again. So that was years ago. Years ago. Let's look. I did not put a year. Oh, 2019 is the last time I tried that. That's 5 years ago. So we're gonna give this another try if I decide that, that's what I'm doing this month. Next is one that honestly I can't believe I haven't read yet. And I think of, yep, another one I've tried to start and put down for one reason or another. And I'm very, very interested. I've heard it's not the greatest. And I've heard that people say it's not for them because they don't like cult stories. I like cult stories. So we're going to give that a try. And that is The Project by Courtney Summers. This, I have read Sadie and I have read Cracked Up to Be, which I like both of those. I actually gave them both 5 stars. So I'm dying to read this one. I know it's about a girl who goes to save her sister from a cult. And that's all I really need to know to go into it. But again, I just haven't tried it. So I want to give it a try. Next is one that is early aughts. That one was 2009. I think this one's even before that. Let's take a look. And I read the first one, which I'm going to have to read a synopsis because I'm not going to reread the first one. This is 2005, and that is Rebel Angels by Libba Bray. I have read the first one, which I can't, A Great and Terrible Beauty. I really enjoyed this. What got me to get these, actually, is during a slash, I can't say that word, during the book sale that we all dream of and crave to get that feeling again, I ended up picking up the third one, which I can't remember the name of it now. But I ended up with the third one, and yeah, no, it doesn't tell me. I ended up with the third one, tried reading it, realizing that I was missing something, and it was the first two books. It has been on my shelves for so long. It has been on my shelves probably since 2013, 14. It's been floating around with me since I graduated high school. I think I got it either junior or senior year. So 2012, 2013, that year at the book sale. And I have been dying to get into it. And I have never read the first two. I read the first one, loved it so much that I gave it 5 stars and actually sprayed my own edges. So they have gold, it has gold sprayed edges, my copy does. And that was a lot of fun, actually. I should do that again. Maybe that might be a thing. But I sprayed my own edges and everything and never went to the second one. So I really would like to pick this up and give it a try and finish the series because I'm interested in this. Oh, I'm very, very interested. I just haven't yet. Next, I ended up with one that I have tried to pick up a couple times. It's not the book, it's me. And I know it's me. And if I could get into it and read it, I'd be a very happy girl. I just haven't been able to get into it. And it's because these books are so detailed. And I read the first one and like I remember devouring it. And I want to do that again. So that is Demon's Fire by Lee Cockburn. This is a DC Taylor or DC Nix is what it's called. That's DC Nix mystery. This follows two detectives and they are solving just basically murders. The first one follows a serial killer where you get POVs inside of his head that are so detailed and twisted and gut wrenching that I couldn't stop reading. I could not put it down. The fact that she is able to get in his head and write such disgusting and inhumane behavior was fascinating to me, but I also understand that people really think that way. Like there are men out there that think this way, and as disgusting and as immoral and like awful I found his mind space to be, there are actually men out there who think that way, and that fascinated me. And so this one follows a woman who is human trafficked. She is in they do prostitute her, and it's following as somebody sets the warehouse where she's at on fire, and she just happens to be tiny enough to fit through a drain in the floor, and that's the only thing that saves her, is that she fits through the drain on the floor. And when she makes it out, they come to figure out that that she was in there, and that what's going on, who is human trafficked her, and everything. And you get the POV of the detectives starting to try to figure everything out, and then you also get a POV of the person who's setting things on fire and like fucking shit up. You also get the POV from, well, it's the person who's fucking shit up and the mob boss, like the corrupt criminal who is running all of this. And he's fucking livid. He's like, who's fucking with my shit? What's going on? And that's what this is. I really want to give this a chance. The second one in the series, if you have children, I might steer past that one. It has to do with child abuse and same thing that's going on here, but with children. And if I had had Ollie at the time I read the second one, I couldn't have done it. I know I couldn't have. I would have been a bawling mess. But I have this one. I can't wait to get a hands on it. It came to me for review back when it came out in 2019. I just didn't get a chance to read it. I did spotlight it on my blog and on my Instagram, but I want to read it. Like, I love these books, and if she writes anything else, I want to read them. I just honestly didn't have the time back then because I wanted to read the other two first too. So I had read the first one, and then the second one I realized I had to do with children. I couldn't do it. Finally got myself through that one with a lot of patience and grace, and just never picked up the third one. So there's that. lastly on my list is one that I don't know how I came up with it, to be honest with you. Is it from 5 years ago too? Let's look. No, it's from 15 years ago. Yeah, welcome to my life. And that is Bad Girls Don't Die by Katie Allender. I have this one and then the third one, I think, on my shelves. This just interests me. I think it has to do with ghosts. I am not 100% sure. I think it's a possession story. So it says Alex thought that she led a typical dysfunctional high school existence, dysfunctional like her parents' marriage, her doll crazy 13-year-old sister Casey, and even her own antisocial, anti-cheerleader attitude. When a family fight results in some tearful sister bonding, Alex realizes that her life is creeping from dysfunctional into danger. Casey is acting stranger than ever. Her blue eyes go green sometimes. She uses old-fashioned language and even loses track track of chunks of time, claiming to know nothing about her strange behavior. Their old house is changing too. Doors open and close by themselves. Water boils on the unlit stove. An unplugged air conditioner turns the house cold enough to see their breath in. Alex wants to think that it's all in her head, but soon what she liked to think is as silly parlor tricks are becoming life threatening to her family, and to her budding relationship with a class vice president. Alex she's the only person who can stop Casey, but what if the green-eyed girl isn't even Casey anymore? What? Okay, see, I'm interested. I'm interested. This is how I ended up with this. I'm interested. So there you have it. Those are the 5 books that are on my shelves currently that I would hope to get to in the next 4 week span. I don't think I'm going to, because your girl has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 library books I want to get to, but these are what I want to read off my own shelves. And if I decide to pick up a book that I want to annotate, it'll be one of these or Wise Man's Fear, which I'm still currently giving a try. But there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know below, what is your favorite beverage, like, of all time, if you had to choose? Mine is anything with coconut cream in it lately. The coconut cream from Coffee Mate is so good. That's how they make the Dirty Dark Pepper at Sonic. And I happen to love it in my coffee. Like, thank you. Yes, give me all of it. It is so good if you've not tried that. But there you have it. I hope to see you on my next one. Bye, guys.